offseason, both in free agency and in the draft, and had a strong finish and went to the playoffs in 2016. Buffalo and the Jets, they've got their work cut out for them.
The Bills' new kicker, Stephen Hauschka, to get us going as we are underway from New Era Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. They'll start. This is Forte. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watching that, Marty.
They'll look to throw. He's got Kearse. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deepest the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Here we go now. Boom, there it is. Good.
He'll look to throw. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on a script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Forte. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
This is the running back, Powell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I can never stump you on stats, but go ahead and let the people know. Who was second in the NFL in 2016 yards per carry?
It was that man, Bilal Powell, right at 5.5.
He may have had to share some carries in the backfield with Matt Forte, but boy, he took advantage of his touches.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
This is a defense that's always carried itself with a swagger, and one of the things they take great pride in, rushing the passer. They were 6th against the pass in 2016. Have to shore up their run defense, though. Just 29th. That's quite a surprise, considering the athletes they have on that side of the ball.
Time running out here on the play clock. They run with Powell. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
He'll drop to throw. And he's got a new one. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Another run, this time Forte. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They take over 1st 10 deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And his first look is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, it's McCoy. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. These Bills, Charles, as you look back to last year, got off to a pretty good start, but together 4-game winning streak early in the year, including that 16-0 shutout of the Patriots, but last 10 games 3-7.
And they expect that to change in 2017 because they made a change in leadership. Remember, Sean McDermott, a defensive coordinator in Carolina, is now the head.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, Taylor. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for the second straight play. They may want to block him on third down.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Jets making their way out. It's been a while since we've seen them in the postseason, back in 2010. But last year, Charles, 5-11, and some of the moves they made in the offseason suggest maybe this year could be a challenge as well.
I believe those moves you referred to were made to change the attitude, the atmosphere on the team, because they went into the draft and they got a couple of key guys that they've been counting on. Jamal Adams, a safety out of LSU. Marcus Mann, safety out of Florida. They got younger, but they got more athletic back there. The tough part for them, still not solidified at the quarterback position.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and get it with Forte. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a New York first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Anunwa was the Jets' second leading receiver last year, had 58 catches, only 1 behind Brandon Marshall, who, of course, with the Giants now.
A breakout season for him, a big-bodied guy. Many thought that he's more restricted to moving the chains. Had an ability to get downfield and make big catches as well.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, Forte. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Bilal Powell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown run coming from Bilal Powell. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week one. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again is Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. His kick is good. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. And the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Ryan Tannehill, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at have central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. For McCoy, in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole, but the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. They'll go again to McCoy, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down. David Bass in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Spent the last 6 years as the kicker for the Seattle Seahawks, a place where they called it Hausch Money. Now in Buffalo. Conditions somewhat similar, I would say, between Seattle and Buffalo.
Well, Seattle, you get a lot of rain. Buffalo, when the season gets a little later, you get a lot of cold weather.
A lot of cold weather, maybe even a little bit of snow.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They go play action here on 1st down. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They could not be more opposite in build, but coming into 2017, Matt Forte pretty much neck and neck with Darren Sproles for most receptions by a running back.
Yeah, both guys just over 500 into the year. He'll look to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 1st down, this is Forte. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the counter, Forte. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. 3rd down, here's Forte. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Cedric Thornton able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. Muscles him off. Being chased, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And some room to work. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Week. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On first and 10, it's Taylor. And an alley to run. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So here we go, first and 10 now.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. There's the first NFL catch for East Carolina's Zay Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Zay Jones, a second-round pick from East Carolina. Some thought could have been a first-round pick from East Carolina.
High-volume guy at East Carolina. I mean, the big-time catch, 158 of them in 2016. And he's an NFL legacy. His father, a long-time linebacker in the league.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. It's a tough early season stretch for the Bills. After this, they go to Carolina, then home for the Broncos, and 2 more games on the road at Atlanta and Cincinnati.
3 of those teams have been in the Super Bowl in the last 2 seasons.
They will, however, get a brief for... And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin from 4 yards out. And the Bills cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 24-yard line. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Tough start to the year for the Jets. So this trip to Buffalo, then at Oakland. Then they'll calm down a bit, come home for Miami and Jacksonville before heading to Cleveland in Week 5.
Opening with Buffalo on the road under new management, and then a Super Bowl favorite in Oakland. They've got to come out of those at least 1-1.
They'll drop the throw. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 52 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of... Many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week. But still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That one goes for 36 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 18-yard line.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And that's McCoy, who is still down following the... appears shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Tolbert from 3 yards out. And the Bills get a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go.
They'll give it up to Forte. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. Sheds off the tackle. It's complete to the tight end, Greg. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the Jets closing in on 1-0. Not home yet, but trying to hold on after a disappointing 5-11 last year. A give. This is Forte. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.